Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ET Considers Everything podcast for Friday, August 5th, 2016. On this edition, I'll be taking a look at the Rio Olympics. I'll also be taking a look at NFL and MLB headlines, along with some NBA headlines that have took place over the past 24 hours. And I'll also be taking a look at round one of the Travelers Championship that is taking place in Hartford, Connecticut this week. So without further ado, let's get going with this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. First, let's start off with NFL headlines this morning. Denver Broncos head coach Gary Kubiak announced that Paxton, Lynch, and Mark Sanchez will be in an open competition for the Denver Broncos starting quarterback position over the preseason. He will make a determination after the preseason is over and will name the starting quarterback after the preseason going into week one. Their week one game will be on September 11th. The NFL Hall of Fame Enshrinement ceremony takes place this weekend, and several of the all-time greats will be in. These players include Brett Favre, Marvin Harrison, Coach Tony Dungy, General Manager Eddie Debartolo, Kevin Green, Orlando Pace, and the late Ken Stabler. It's a great Hall of Fame class for the 2016 NFL Hall of Fame Enshrinement ceremony. It will take place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and NFL Network. So definitely check that out. It's going to be a fun night for the Hall of Fame, no doubt. MLB news to report on. Mark Teixeira, in a letter to Buster Olney, has announced that he will retire at the end of this MLB season. He's 36 years old. He's one of only 55 players to have over 400 home runs in his career. He's a three-time All-Star and finished second in MVP voting in the year 2009. So, a great career for Mark Teixeira, no doubt about it. The news conference will take place today at 3 p.m. Eastern in New York. So, wish Mark Teixeira nothing but the best. Also, we had the Chicago White Sox defeat the Detroit Tigers yesterday by a score of 6-3, ending the Detroit Tigers' 8-game win streak. The Cleveland Indians now hold a 3-game lead in the AL Central Division. We also had the Baltimore Orioles lose to the Texas Rangers yesterday by a score of 5-3. Both of those two are division leaders. The AL East race is very tied up at the top. We have a virtual tie with the Baltimore Orioles at 61-46, and we have the Toronto Blue Jays at 62-47, and we have the Boston Red Sox at 59-48. So it's going to be a very fun race towards the end of the season in the AL East, and it's going to be fun to see which of those teams, if not all three of those teams, make the playoffs for the MLB going in to the 2016 postseason. NBA news to report on today. Team USA men's and women's Olympic basketball rosters will be having their accommodations on a yacht. Most of the other athletes will be staying at the Olympic Village, but all of the Team USA men's Olympic basketball roster will be staying on a yacht. This is very interesting and controversial news. I understand that the players have money, but I believe that tradition should be upheld and everybody should stay in the Olympic Village. Even with all the health concerns, everybody needs to stick together, no matter if you're a swimmer, a basketball player, an Olympic diver, a track and field athlete. It doesn't matter which sport you participate in. You should all stick together, no doubt. Soccer news to report on. Yesterday we had several Olympic group matches in men's play. Brazil and the Republic of South Africa tied 0-0 at the end of 90 minutes. We had Portugal defeat Argentina by a score of 2-0, and Germany and Mexico tied 2-2. So it was a very good day of soccer action yesterday in the Olympics, and should be a fun Olympic soccer tournament. As I've mentioned before on the ET Considers Everything podcast, the Olympic rosters consist of players under the age of 25, and you can have three players on your roster that are over the age of 25. So it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top. The favorites to win this tournament are Brazil and Argentina. They have the most experience in the sport of soccer. But definitely keep your eyes on Nigeria. Nigeria won a great match last night over Japan 5-4. So it's going to be fun to see how the Olympic soccer tournament goes out, no doubt. Golf news today. Jerry Kelly and Andrew Lupe lead after round 1 of the Travelers Championship in Hartford, Connecticut. Both players shooting a -6 yesterday. They both had a 6 under par round, which was a 64 at the TPC River Highlands course. So very good rounds for both. Jerry Kelly is already underway in round 2 today. He's already at -7. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the Travelers Championship plays out over the weekend, going into the Rio de Janeiro Olympic Golf Tournament, which takes place next week. The PGA Tour will be off next week because of the Rio de Janeiro Olympic Golf Tournament. So this is a big time chance here for many of the players to get FedEx Cup points before the Olympic Golf Tournament, and then heading into the FedEx Cup playoffs, which will begin on August 25th with the Barclays Championship. In tennis news this morning, Novak Djokovic drew Juan Martín del Potro, who he faced in the bronze medal match at the 2012 Olympic Games in London. He lost that match to Juan Martín del Potro in 3 sets, and Juan Martín del Potro won the bronze medal. So in the opening round, it will be Novak Djokovic against Juan Martín del Potro. Other notables in the tournament include Andy Murray. Stan Wawrinka has withdrew from the tournament due to an injury. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this tennis tournament goes out. The favorites to win, no doubt, are Andy Murray and Novak Djokovic. I would put my money, probably if I had to, on Andy Murray because he has previous Olympic experience. He won the Olympic gold medal at London in the 2012 Olympics. So I wish all the competitors good luck, but if I had to pick a player to win the Olympic tennis tournament, it would have to be Andy Murray. And in NASCAR news this morning, Dale Earnhardt Jr. will not be in the car this weekend at Watkins Glen. He will be out the next 2 races due to concussion-like symptoms. Jeff Gordon will continue to be the substitute driver for this week's race at Watkins Glen and next week's race at Michigan. Also, Dale Earnhardt Jr. says he hopes to be back in the car by the August 20th race at Bristol. It should be very interesting to see how the doctors will handle this very tedious situation with the concussion symptoms. I wish Dale Earnhardt Jr. nothing but the best in his recovery. And with that, that's going to do it for this edition of the ET Considers Everything podcast for Friday, August 5th, 2016. If y'all don't mind, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, I'll keep you posted on sports news as I get them across my tablet. I will not be making any videos over the weekend. I'll try to be back up with some next week. This weekend is the NFL Hall of Fame Enshrinement ceremony, and Brett Favre's going in, so I'm going to be paying close attention to that and see how that goes. But for now, this is E.T. Eric Tyler Mullins reporting from Pound, Virginia. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Later.